All right, you guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So today's lesson is today. Here's what we got to do to this one right here. All right, as of right now, the radiator is messed up. So just to backtrack, just to show y'all what really took place and why the reason I have to take this radiator out and go and get another one is because of this right here. I spotted this leak the other day. Right when I thought it was radiator hose, and then now all of a sudden I see that, and so now I'm looking a little further. So now it's leaking into the fins and everything. So now what I need to do is what I did was I took the truck loose and parked the trailer right over there, and then brought it right here because even though it's gonna be me, I'm gonna take that forklift right there and I'm just gonna lift the radiator out of there and then put it in the back of this truck right here and go to Freightliner and go and get another radiator. Now, I called Freightliner this morning, and according to them, they actually have a radiator for this thing. And that radiator is $853. So if y'all got a 2016 or a Cascadia 125 and you got a radiator blown, that's pretty much what you're gonna be doing. Well, not doing, but this is pretty much, that's how much you're gonna be spending. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay out all the tools and what all I need. So just about probably gonna need if it ain't metric, I probably gonna need you know what, let me just lay out all these tools. But anyway, I gotta get stuff together and let's see, I know 13. 13, that's one of them, ain't it? Yeah, it's 13. 13, all right. So we got a 13. Might be a 3/4. Let me try this 19. We got 19. Give me a second. Let me get all these wrenches together. All right, so this is what we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using a 13, 9, 16, two of the 9, 16, a 9, 19, and a 3/8. I know it's, I don't know, whatever wrench I pick up and it fits, that's what I'm gonna use. I know this is standard. Some of this stuff on here is not metric, and some maybe metric is like 50, but yeah though. So before I start on this, got a call from Edward Farm, and he's gonna be farming just right there, and he need a little help just to move around. And see, now's the time for me just to get on the combine and then go over there and run the combine. See, that's our time right there to get together and knock that farm out, and then that's it. See, that's footed, but see, I can't deal with it because I got to deal with this. But this right here has to be fixed. I got to get this done. No exceptions. I got to get this done. So let me go ahead and start taking some of this stuff off and just be waiting on him. Yeah, I'm gonna be all day with this. Trying to get as much as I can done on this side. So I'm gonna take the condenser off, which is right here, which is 4 bolts back here. And then the oil cooler, which is I'm gonna disconnect it right here on each side. And move that out the way. That way I'm just down to just the radiator itself. So hey boys, I sure hate had to spend that money on a radiator, man. But hey, this is what farmers go through. It's not just me. It ain't just really just farmers. This is what truckers go through. This is what you call wear and tear. Now, a radiator can go down, a belt can go down, starter, alternator, condenser, or air condition. That's why it's so important how I would do it. It's so important to keep some money to the side. Any truck driver will tell you, you just don't go out and buy a truck and expect for yourself not to have any money, but you have a truck, but you just relying on not having any money to go and get the money. Some parts of that will work, but you necessarily ain't gonna get very far by doing that. And here's what I'm saying. I'm trying my best not to break these lines, because I sure don't want to do that. Let's get that out of there. Let's let that hang. Let's put the bolts back on in. That way I know where everybody goes. I don't want to lose. Well, I know where everything goes. I just don't want to lose bolts. So I got this side free. Now I need to do this other side. So back to what I was saying. You always want to keep some money on the side. I would say, like myself, you keep about $10,000 to the side just for truck only, because you never know. Because these parts on semi trucks, man, they are extremely high. Extremely high. Parts on these things are not cheap. And when you're dealing with these tariffs and things, trucks ain't moving and ain't doing none of that. But you also still got, truck payments, insurance. This one don't have a truck payment because it's paid for. So I got insurance. Now, my insurance on this truck right here and that trailer is $1,900 a month. And like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything because I want everybody to know the real McCoy when it comes down to truck. I mean, that's just what it is. Okay, so that thing is turning. See, this part right here is turning, so maybe I could stick something in there just to hold that. Because I got to get a whole nother one of these old rusty clamps. I can break it off, y'all. That's what I'm trying to do. There you go. So what it is, that T in there was turning. That right there was turning right up in there. So now I know what to get with this one. So I'm just gonna put that right there. So now I got this freely. This is freely. Now we're finna go back here and unbolt that. All right, so just recap with this side. We already got this broken off. I'm gonna have to get another one of these. So I'm just gonna set that right there. We got the dryer broken loose from the bracket right here. We got the bolt right here. That's already out in it, right here. So I'm just doing what's this side first. Now it's time to go on the other side, which is right here, and deal with all that. So let me get up in here and let me break some of these bolts loose on the backside, because I gotta hold the camera, so ain't no way me holding the camera. It's much easier if I take this hood off and set it down out the way. That way I have nothing but room to work on this. But I don't want to go through all that, so I'm just gonna do it the hard way. It's just me, y'all. Well, now we got the condenser out the way. Now we need to get your oil cooler out the way. Why me? Dang. You know what? Not even thinking about that. I'm gonna bring this out along with the radiator. So, okay. Because I was gonna take the condenser. I already got the condenser off. And I was gonna take the cooler off. And then that way I'm just down to the radiator. But since common sense, it's just me out here, I'm not gonna be able to, if I take that cooler off, let me think about this. If I take that cooler off right here and set it back, and I'm down to the radiator, then when I put the other radiator on, I have to put the cooler on, that's gonna be pretty hard for me to line those bolts up. So what I would do is I let the cooler stay attached to the radiator, and then pull the whole thing out. And then when I get the new radiator today, I can just take the cooler off of this one and mount it on the other one, and then put them all back together right there. See, that makes sense. See, as much as I go down through, see, I don't know it all, but I mean, I know common sense when I see it. So, all right, let's get on the other side. Edward Farm's on his way right now, so I'm gonna help him move. So I know y'all want me to get some content to see how well he's doing out there, but I can't deal with that, because this is my money maker. So I ain't got time for when they'll come by. All right.
Later.
Well, there we have it, folks. Move the forklift up to here, and I'm just using this so I can just stand up. Just use it as a step foot stood, kind of like just come up here and then I can walk up there. So, all right, so let's rehearse. So I got the buckles unloose and the water hose. I got the buckles unloose and the water hose. And on the water hose, I can't stand these. I don't know why Freightliner even decided to put something like this on there, the manufacturer, as a hose clamp. No. That's by far the most stupidest thing I ever thought of. I get it, because nowadays they're coming out with these, if you buy a hose, they automatically just clamp up on the peg, and you ain't got to worry about no clamp, but you have to beat that off. Kind of like how I did right here. I just broke the seal of it. And that's it. So now I got the bottom radiator hose broke loose. So the whole thing right here, okay, I can't get the coolant reservoir, two bolts right there and right there is stripped into the head of the thing. So I'm not for sure how to get that out, so without breaking it. So I sure don't want to get no reservoir. Dang. So that's pretty much it. So only thing I'm liking, there's two bolts down there in the bottom that holds the radiator in place, which is the radiator support. I'm finna get a couple cans. Well, actually I got one right here, and wet that down and loosen that, and then hopefully tomorrow you will see some action. Didn't get much footage because I was on the phone with the insurance company the whole time. So now I got wind of that thing back there, which is that right there. So now I gotta wait a couple of business days or whatever and get an air compressor. So yeah. Since y'all never seen taking delivery on this thing, so y'all would have see it tomorrow. But until then, we doing radiator swap. So tomorrow, we're gonna pull that thing out tomorrow. And then we're gonna go to Freightliner and go get a whole nother radiator. And I'm gonna be putting that in there. So, well, D-Way, why don't you let Freightliner do it? Let me tell you, right when I called Freightliner, I said I need a radiator for a 2016 Cascadia 125. What's the last 60 VIN number? I gave it to them. They got one in stock. It was $853 plus tax. And I said, do you have tax exempt? Do y'all do tax exempt? And he said, yeah. So I said, okay. I said, well, pass me on. Do y'all have it in stock? And he said, yeah. So I said, all right, let me get started on getting this out of here, and I'll be over there tomorrow to come pick it up. So, and then when I hung up, I was like, wait a minute, I should have told him, let me call service department. So I called service department. Man, look here. I told service department, look, I got a radiator in a Cascadia 125. It's a 2016. I got a radiator over there that I need to pick up, but I want y'all to do it. What's your downtime on it? He said the downtime on it, if you bring it in early like it is, when you call today at 8 o'clock or 9 or 10, we can have it done at the end of the day. I said, great. I said, well, what's my damage? He said, he looked in the computer, you're looking at $2,200. I said, what? He said, $2,200. Is that including the radiator and the $2,200 or what? Nah, I said, is that including the radiator? He said, no, that's the labor. I said, I was like, Lord have mercy. That's the labor? So, $853 for the radiator plus $2,200 on the labor. That's what it costs to put that in there if you want them to do it. Man, and here y'all are on social media bashing farmers. And man, until y'all get into that right there, You come and talk to us about it. Not just me, but all of us. Because don't forget, we all in one. Us farmers, we all one. Until y'all start dealing with something like that, or dealing with stuff like that, and what it costs to keep that running, man, hey, shut up, man. Just keep quiet. Just watch. Just do what I do. I don't say nothing to damn farmer. I watch. I pay attention. I'll take notes. I don't ask questions to anybody. Never. Well, I may ask a question like if we share the same combine like Edward Farms. I told him, hey man, on the settings that you got right now, what settings are you on? Because I'm on a different setting that I got set. Well, what is your settings? See, that's creating ideas. I'm getting the idea from him. He's getting a ballpark figure from me. So he want to know what I got. I want to know what he got. So you sharing ideas. That's all us farmers do. We share ideas like Crop Critic. Shout out to you, man. Crop Critic out. That's my man, that boy. Well, if anybody getting so much hell, it would be him, man. Y'all got to stop that, man. But yeah, Mr. Reed, man, he's telling the truth on a lot of his stuff. I wish I could do the stuff that he's doing. I wish I could do the stuff that he's doing now, but you know, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not that stout. I mean, I can only do the best I can. But Matt and Kelly, man, shout out to y'all, man. I watch y'all all the time, and yeah, I pay attention to all the farmers, man, and you know, I wanna get an understanding of how they do things, you know. So I'm still learning. So hey, it's all good, man. I mean, I show respect to everybody. I mean, everybody. But I'm getting off the subject. I'm getting off track here. We're going to take this out of here tomorrow, okay? We're going to take this out of here tomorrow. I'm sweating. I got to deal with the kids in there, and I ain't got no air. I go and get this compressor tomorrow. I can't tomorrow because I got to go to Jackson, got these appointments. These kids got appointments. Then Wednesday, I got another appointment at the school. Got to sit and talk over there. I need a woman, boy. I swear, I need a woman. D-Way, you got to get out and look for a woman. I just ain't had time for one, man. I mean, it's too busy. Way too busy. But it'll come to you. Just like the Bible said, be still. Be patient. That's all I'm doing. I got all the patience in the world. I'm being still, but I ain't just really you know. Anyway, that's some personal crap right there. You know, we don't need to talk about that. This is the farming channel. So y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell. If you have any questions, put it down in that link down in the description down below. I'll holler at y'all, man. Tomorrow, got another video dealing with this. I did the best I could on the vlogging and stuff, but you know, insurance company just back and forth. So I really just couldn't vlog. I did the best I could, but at least y'all know I'm out here.